Hey everyone, Mike here with Let's Talk Tech Today. I wanted to take a moment to discuss why we bought the Apple Vision Pro, the hopes we have for it with our channel, and what we would like to see become a reality in the future. The main reason why we bought it is I'm a big tech nerd, and anyone who knows me always says, yeah, that's something I'd expect Mike to buy. Anytime something new comes out that interests me, I research it first, then love to be the first to try it out and see what possibilities the product offers besides being marketing hype. I have an elaborate smart home having used multiple platforms over the last 15 years and don't consider myself a novice, but also don't consider myself an expert either. What made it all possible was jumping in with both feet when smart home devices started to become popular in the late 2000s, even before we had smart home assistants to control them. I guess I could be defined as an Apple fanboy, but I've used various Windows and Android devices over the years and keep finding my way back to the iPhone and MacBook, which I've used exclusively since the iPhone 12 Pro Max and MacBook Pro in 2012, because I love how the whole Apple ecosystem works, and along with almost everyone in our family using iPhone or other Apple devices, making communication flawless using FaceTime. That is one of the big reasons why I wanted to buy the Vision Pro, is that it should easily fit right into the whole Apple ecosystem. I want to just clarify that I do not view the Vision Pro as just another VR device that allows you to play games and watch 3D movies that is just 7 times the cost of its closest competitor with Apple's name on it. I feel this product is in its own league and has set the bar for the future of wearable devices, such as what the Apple Watch did. Do you realize the first generation was released in September 2016 and it required an iPhone 5S running iOS 11 to work? It was slow to evolve from its first edition, but much of it still exists today, some 7+ years later. I see the Vision Pro as a wearable computer, with advanced specs being built off of the M2 processor with 16 gig of RAM and available with either 256 gig, 512 gig, or 1 terabyte of storage. I know many have been saying it should have been released with the M3 processor, which is debatable why they didn't do that. One thing positive is that it wasn't released using the A series processors from the iPhones and lower priced iPads to try to make the device less expensive and potentially less features. Besides being able to be utilized as a computer, it also comes equipped with two very capable internal micro OLED displays with 23 million pixels in something the size of two postage stamps, as well as the exterior being a full display. Along with that comes 12 cameras, 8 external, with 2 of them being high-resolution main cameras, and 6 of them being trackable cameras for your surroundings, head trackings, and hand gestures, a true depth camera, a LiDAR scanner, and 2 IR ambient light sensors. There are also 4 internal IR cameras with over 20 LEDs for eye tracking. There are also 2 built-in speakers that offer spatial audio and 6 microphones for directional sound. If we break down those specs again against products offered from Apple, let's see how expensive the Vision Pro should be. First, we need to look at the Mac Mini with an M2 processor with 16 gig of RAM and 256 gig of storage, which comes in at $799. There is no easy way to compare the internal and external displays since nothing else exists to compare it to. So for simplicity, let's use Apple's 27-inch Studio 5K monitor, which comes in at a hefty $1,599. Another difficult challenge is comparing the 12 cameras and sensors for an effective cost. Again, for simplicity, I'm going to just figure at least $1,000 for all of them, which puts them at a conservative cost of around $75 each. I'm sure if the device could have been used with less cameras, Apple would have done that to keep the cost down. Let's also not forget the built-in speakers, which the closest comparison would be the AirPods Pro that cost $250. If we add all this up, it totals $3,650, not too far off of the $3,499 cost of the device, plus they're throwing in a polishing cloth. For people who think the device is overpriced, are not looking at the components that went into building the device. Granted, I'm not saying that $3,500 is cheap by any means, but given that this is the first version of it with over 7 years of R&D that went into building this product, not to mention the development of a new OS that needed to be developed that could bring all this together into a wearable device using hand gestures instead of requiring the use of an external keyboard and mouse, and one that would seamlessly work with the whole Apple ecosystem. I'm excited for this product and am anxiously awaiting for February 2nd when we receive ours and start testing everything we can do with it. I'm already looking forward to using it for making future point of view videos for our channel and hope to rely less on our GoPro and produce videos that hopefully put you, our audience, front and center with our content. We are also looking forward to the future of this device and are thinking of what possibilities could come with version 2 of it, which should be less expensive and have more capabilities, such as what future generations of the Apple Watch gave us. I know one product I would like to see Apple release that could come faster than a version 2 of the Vision Pro would be secondary wearable devices that could work in unison with the primary device. One that doesn't have all the processing power of the primary device with less sensors and cameras, but one that could be worn so that other members in the household could view the same content as the primary wearer and give the ability for multiple household members to view movies and experience 3D content like never before, or relive those family memories. We all make and take photos, but never really put us back in that moment like watching a 3D video would do. Maybe Apple could produce such a device for, say, $1,200 to $1,500. This is a new playing field, and one I'm looking forward to being able to participate in the first round. Let us know what you think. We want those comments, and we also encourage you to listen to what other content creators are saying about the product. With that, we would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel, share this video with your friends, and click like so that you won't miss out on our new content about the Vision Pro once we receive it on February 2nd, and all the future content that we plan to make using our Vision Pro about anything tech. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day.